This was the scene in Ismailia after British troops had waited while orders were broadcast to Egyptian police to leave their headquarters and surrender. The Lancashire Fusiliers were the infantry engaged. When all attempts at reason had failed, they returned the fire which had been opened by Egyptians from the Bureau Sanitaire buildings. Others waited in support. General Erskine deployed considerable force, and this included the use of armoured cars of the Royal Dragoons. Centurion tanks of the 4th Royal Tank Regiment were also there. It was some of these that led the assault. No other course was open to the British command, for the Egyptian so-called auxiliary police had long been a menace to their security and had caused many casualties. Now, since they remained defiant, it was necessary to take their headquarters by force. In these vivid frontline action pictures, we can see exactly how it was done. This was the climax of a 3-hour battle, the actual assault being carried out by Lancashire Fusiliers, who went in with the bayonet after tanks had breached the building. The police kept up intense fire, and it was at this moment that the British suffered 3 fatal casualties. Many Egyptian dead were found in the building, which had previously been raked by heavy fire from mortars, armoured cars and tanks. All resistance was now swiftly overcome, and before long British wounded were being brought out. The surrender of surviving Egyptian police followed. There were hundreds of them, nearly all auxiliaries. Police resistance, described by General Erskine as lunacy, resulted in many casualties among them. Over 40 were killed and many others wounded. Large quantities of arms and ammunition were taken. The engagement was by far the biggest that had resulted from the trouble in the Canal Zone, but if the Egyptian authorities had paid heed to the many warnings from the British, no loss of life would have occurred. The police irregulars had long been using Ismailia as the base of sniping operations against our Canal Zone forces. Strong action was the only answer.